Hi everyone, welcome to Border Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie and no, your eyes are not deceiving you. This is a artillery replay. In fact, that's a double shot. Please don't unsubscribe just because I've done a double shot of arty games. We've got two French artillery replays in this edition of Border Tanks with stewiejp. The first one said to be by the YouTubeGamer from TFS Clan and his platoon with his old mate Empenhall. Okay, that's a pretty cool name. And Empenhall's in his PZT-25, the German medium tank. And the YouTubeGamer is in his... It's the premium tank that no one knows how to say. The Lef 18B2. Probably the most comparable artillery to the Birdie tank, the FV-4202. No, the FV-304. Now you can see he's using battle assistant and he's aiming in on these enemy tanks, and you can see the OI experimental. Now I don't play arty much, but whenever I see a Japanese heavy tank I think you're guilty. There's the biggest target in the world and the YouTubeGamer is aiming in on it. You can see his platoon mates just put a shot in. His first couple of shots have missed, but luckily enough in the premium French tier 5 artillery the reload is nice and quick. Now that shot did hit, but Japanese heavies being Japanese heavies, it's going to bounce all day long if you let it. And he's having a look for a shot on that cheeky little German light tank. The other arties picked up the first kill, but his team's in a bit of trouble here. They're down 1-4. Even though they've captured the hill, it looks like the other tanks on the enemy side are not really contesting the hill. Looks like they've gone through the 1-2 line. You can see that Hetzer's in a world of trouble. And they're losing tanks left, right and centre in this replay. They're down 1-6. Only one tank's been killed. Now two have been killed. But there's a lot of stuff happening on this map. And so the YouTubeGamer is looking to try and bring something back for his team. His platoon mate's in a world of strife. His platoon mate's down to pretty low hit points with that big German VK3001H heavy tank looking at him, and the German heavy tank's on pretty high health, whereas Empenhall is not. Empenhall puts a shot in. Now it wasn't spotted, but YouTubeGamer did put a shot into this heavy tank, and he puts another one in, but only for 82 hit points. Needs to do more than that if he's going to save his mate, which he can't. But they're down 2-7, and it looks like that heavy tank is now tracked. 158 hit points of damage on that occasion, which is a lot better. And they're slowly clawing their way back here. Finally picks up a kill, YouTubeGamer, taking out the top tier heavy tank. Now he's looking for shots on these tanks that have captured the 1-2 line and are pushing down hard. The M4 was all alone on the other end of the map. He wasn't going to last long against those 3 or 4 enemy tanks up on the northeast corner. But now the tank destroyers are in a bit of trouble. He needs to be careful not to shoot his teammates here. He's aiming in on that Samua, but he misses. But luckily enough, he's got a quick reload and he can aim in again. He's hoping he backs up, but looks like he's been set on fire. But he's put the fire out. He shoots again and misses, but the Hetzer gets rid of the French tier 3 tank destroyer, I think it is. Now that shot did go a little bit wide. It's obviously not as accurate as the British tier 6 artillery, but the reload time is nice and quick. Now I've noticed that he's using binoculars here. Now you might think, why would you put binoculars on an artillery? When you see the end of the game, you can probably see how it sort of might help him towards the end, because it's a bit of a tense ending. Now he's aiming in on where all these tanks are. There's the toaster tank. He wants to land this shot. Just misses again. He's only done 462 hit points of damage. That we've seen. There was a shot that went into the side of that heavy tank. Finally gets another kill. Gets rid of the toaster tank, the PZ SFL IVC. And now he's hoping to get rid of this Hetzer. 8-11 is the score, which means it's 4 versus 7 at this stage. 2 artilleries left on the YouTubeGamer's side, as well as 2 tank destroyers. Those 2 tank destroyers are out their own, and it looks like they're going to get rid of the SU-85. SU-85, a tier 5 top tier tank in this replay. And now the YouTube Gamer just having a look down the 8-9 line just to see if somebody was going to come and kill him. Now it's 4 versus 6 here. That little light tank who's capping the base has been spotted. And it looks like he's aiming his gun towards the tank destroyers. So YouTube Gamer's just going to pop out and take him out. It's only 6 hit points, but it's a gun out of the game. Now it's 10 to 12. Not doing too bad. Slowly clawing it back. 5 enemy tanks left. 3 on the YouTube Gamer's side. He's hugging that building just in case one of those 3 enemy artilleries are looking his way, but it doesn't look like they are. He's auto-aimed on the Stug and goes back to artillery view. Fires a shot, but we'll never know if that shot hit or not. Hugging that building again as if his life depends on it, because it's 2 artilleries versus 3 artilleries and 2 tank destroyers. Can he pull one out of the bag here? He's not in a bad position, the YouTube Gamer, where he is now. The Arties probably won't be able to hit him. They might be able to splash him, and they're trying to now. It looks like they're just blind firing. And he's waiting for something to come. There's a Stug in the Hetzer and 3 enemy Arties to contend with here. Now they've left the cap circle. Does that mean that they've come round to get him? They have. Now which way is he going to go for? Is he going to go for the grill, or is he going to go for the Leffel B2? Goes back to Artie aim to try and get a shot, but he's going to struggle. He's going to struggle to hit him at that angle. Looking at the Stug, looking at him, he's dubious. Now there's 2. Now there's 2 tank destroyers. Here's the grill going for the shotgun as well. We can't really see from this angle. We've got the Stug and the Hetzer, the Tier 4 and the Tier 5 German tank destroyers. Looks like the Stug's going for the grill, and the Hetzer teasing, trying to get around the corner to take a shot at the YouTube Gamer. Bang! No, misjudged that one. Misjudged that one by a mile, the mighty Patrick. And the grill steps up to the plate and takes out the other tank destroyer. A beautiful bit of precision by the 2 artillery drivers. Unfortunately, the French Artie takes the grill out because the grill was just not in an Artie safe position. And now it's 1 versus 3. The YouTube Gamer, it is Lef 18 B2. The chat is going wild, and now he's running around. He's trying to make us dizzy, I think, by doing that. And the YouTube Gamer, he's already got 4 kills. He needs to get 3 more to win this game. He's looking, searching, looking. Look at this bloke. This bloke ended up on his side. Got killed in a very unconventional way. Now the Lef 18 B2, or whatever you want to call it. Not known for its speed, but he's chugging along at 25 k's an hour, and he's going up to where the hill is to hopefully try and outvision those last remaining enemy artillery pieces. Of course, the T3 shouldn't be anything to worry about. You could probably even bounce a shot from the Tier 3. The Tier 4 and 5, I think he's going to be out of luck if he cops a shot from one or both of those tanks. Still a 1 versus 3. Here on the YouTube Gamers Tier 5 artillery. Auto aims, fires clutch, takes out the Tier 5 Artie. That's probably the best one to get rid of. And now he's hoping that he can reload in time. He does, and he takes out the Tier 4 as well. Massive comeback. He confirmed the top gun. He's sitting on 1,243 hit points of damage that he's seen, as well as picking up the top gun. Now there's the little Tier 3. The little Tier 3 is left. He's auto-aimed. He's zoomed out. Of course, this replay is from before the new Wargaming Fair Play policy came in, where auto-aim plus has been banned. But when this replay was recorded, it was perfectly legal. He's looking for a shot. He knows that Tier 3 won't have a shot at him where he is, so he doesn't need to worry about being Artie safe, because that's the only tank left, and it's only got a little gun. That Tier 3 probably won't really know what to do here. Probably looking, searching, looking. I reckon with the hull on this premium tank, you could probably afford to take a shot. And now it's ring-a-ring-a-rosy time. Round and round we go. But the tier 3's taken a pretty wide line. All he's going to need to do is auto-aim and move in close, because the tier 3 can't turn his gun all the way around. Oh no, is he going to get a shot off? No, he's not. The tier 3 gets sent back to the garage, and an absolute carry by the YouTubeGamer in his tier 5 French premium SPG, premium artillery piece, the 105 Lef 18B2, if that's what it's called. If it's not what it's called, by all means, feel free to let me know and send it to me in some kind of message, or make a comment in the video description. First class mastery badge for that performance, a bruiser, high caliber, top gun, and for counter battery fire medal in a battle, destroy all enemy SPGs, at least 3 with an SPG, which is a bit of a rare award to get. As we have a look at the second page of the post-game battle results, you can see clearly top scored, almost double the experience of the bloke who got second place in the SU-85. 1,483 hit points of damage, 7 kills in the end, and not a bad little profit either for tier 5. 29,805 credits with a premium account. Fired 26 shells, 11 hit, 10 penetrated, and 2 of them did splash damage, giving him a total damage score of nearly 1,500 hit points of damage, which was enough to well and truly carry the game. As we move on to the second game in this double shot of artillery, please don't unsubscribe. It's my old mate Outcast from MI6, one of the nicest blokes to ever play the game, and in this battle he's on Tundra, and it's a tier 10 game, so he's not lucky enough to be top tier in this game, but with the tier 8 artillery you can often pump plenty more damage into enemy high tier tanks. Of course, in a tier 10 game there's more hit points up for grabs, and that's the bonus, I guess. If you're in a tier 8 artillery, obviously you're not fighting nose to nose against the enemy tank, so it doesn't really matter if you're low tier. You can just drop shit on them from above. Now look at the mini-map. A hell of a lot of the tanks on Outcast's side have gone to the hill. Outcast wasn't lucky enough to be able to get a shot into those enemy tanks with that position, so he just changes his position a little bit, and he's just searching for an angle to get on these red tanks. The enemy side as well, having a very good presence on that hill, but as Outcast will tell you, when you're up in this position, sometimes you can get spotted from the hill, so he needs to be careful of those enemy medium tanks, which might be able to see him from where they are. So he's aiming in. He's using the battle assist mod, which was given an award, as did the YouTubeGamer, was given an award from Wargaming for one of the better mods some years ago when it was first introduced to the game. And he's just waiting for an opportunity to shoot one of these tanks. It's one apiece. The enemy LTB has been killed, as well as the tier 8 German heavy tank on Outcast's side. Puts a handy 428 hit points of damage into the lightly armoured FV-4202 British medium tank, and he waits for the reload. Looking at the mini-map, there's a lot of tanks in that area. And Outcast will be thinking, if my team can just hold them there, I'll just chip away and chip away and chip away all day at the enemy's health pool. Not quite the angle to get a shot on that T62A, but he's seen something in there, so he fires. Looks like it didn't hit directly, but it might have been that AMX 1375 that copped a bit of damage. Outcast's team in a little bit of trouble here. They're down by 2 tanks. And I reckon, looking at the minimap, I reckon the enemy have got more tanks on that hill than Outcast's team has. So Outcast is doing exactly the right thing and supporting them with everything he's got. Waiting for the reload. Obviously, the higher tier artillery you go, the longer the reload is, I guess. I don't have any tier 10s. Blind shots again, where that 1375 was last seen. Doesn't quite land it. Probably regretting that shot. If you had have waited a little bit, you might have had a beautiful clean shot on the PZ58 Mutts. Even though it's only a tier 8, more than half the enemy side are tier 8s. So it'll be very handy to grab some damage. Now the IS-7's only on 200 hit points. let's see if Outcast can get rid of him, and he does. Picks up his first kill. Get it handy, very handy to get rid of a top tier enemy tank, and that helps claw the scoreboard back to 3 apiece. Now you can see that Outcast has done 646 hit points of damage that we've seen so far. He has put a couple of blind shots into where that 1375 was spotted, and he's just willing the gun to reload because he wants to get some easy damage on the Mutts tank, which he does. 669 damage. That's what we're talking about with this French artillery, which is so popular in tier 8 clan wars. If anyone plays tier 8 clan wars, the French arty is often a very good arty to take. Hoping for a side shot into the Mutts. The Mutts very kindly offers his side, but again he's just waiting for that reload. Going for 2 at once here. Kills the T54 lightweight, and if that Mutts had have just stayed a little bit on that side, he might have picked up 2 kills with 1 shot, which is one of the challenges in the personal mission thing. Let's see if he's got any missions on. His mission is to kill 2 enemy artilleries. That's not going to happen. There's only 1 on the enemy side. Now he's aiming in at that Type 4 heavy. Probably the biggest, size-wise, the biggest tank in this game, which means it's the biggest target. Wiggles his gun round, takes a shot, picks up kill number 3, taking the tier 9 Japanese heavy tank out of the game, and all of a sudden it's back to even Stevens again. 8 apiece. And a lot of that's thanks to Outcast's 3 kills, and you can see he's already done not far off 2,000 hit points of damage. The grill driver questioning what the team's doing, and if that FV4202 stays there, he's going to regret it. Just misses. I think that's his first miss for the game, Outcast, and his French artillery. Now he's aiming for that Rheinmetall Borsig Waffle Traeger, which is capping him, and it looks like there's going to be 2 tanks sitting on the cap circle very, very soon. The M103 is on the cap, as is the RHM, but there's no eyes that way. So as he's waiting to reload, puts a blind shot in, and he hit it. He hit something. It would have been the M103, I'd say. I very much doubt that the RHM would be that far forward. He was hiding behind the rock not so long ago, and so that's another blind shot that we know did damage, because he reduced the hit points, reduced the cap points for his team by putting a shot into that M103. Now he's aiming towards the RHM, and he's hoping it reloads because he's right there. Is he going to blind fire again? He is. It looks like it was a miss, so he needs his team to reset here. There's only 10 seconds left until they've capped out. But the T62A leaves the cap. Looks like the M103's left the cap as well. It's only the RHM capping out the base circle, and he's got 24 seconds until that ends up. Looks like the T57's making a beeline straight for the RHM, but he gets killed by the enemy artillery. So with 13 seconds left on the cap circle, that's who he's got to go for. He's got to go for that RHM, but the grill does it for him. And then our mate Outcast is aiming right in for that T62A. Can he land a shot? He fires. The T62A took the wrong moment to stop, and Outcast lands a shot, putting some damage into him, bringing his total damage up to 2,300 that we've seen. And now he's just looking at the KV4 and that T62A who's left the cap. Now the KV4 is still spotted, probably by the low, who's sniping like a bitch up on the hill and giving Outcast a beautiful side shot. If that lands, beautiful side shot. 477 hit points of damage into the side of the KV. The low obviously shooting the KV as well, and it looks like the T62A is sitting on the cap as well, so he needs to maybe look for where that T62A might be. The KV4 is now safely hidden behind that rock, or is he? Is he going to come around? He is. So Outcast is thinking, no worries, I'll take another kill. Thank you very much. He fires, hits him, doesn't quite kill him. The low finishes him off, but he does put 382 hit points of damage into the tier 8 heavy tank. But someone needs to spot that T62. Even though our mouse is sitting on the cap, somebody needs to light up that T62A. The only way Outcast is going to win this game is by getting rid of the T62A, which has got all the cap points. Looks like the lows jumped off the hill. There's the T62A. Outcast fires, takes him out of the game, and confirms the win in his tier 10 battle in a tier 8 French artillery. Have a look at the post-game battle results. He's had a ripper of a game. An ace tanker mastery badge in the Lorraine 155 MLE 51. Bruiser for doing some module damage. Fighter. Gauze medal for doing 10 times your hit points of damage. And the Defender for resetting the cap more than once. Look at the second page of the post-game battle results. Nearly 4,000 hit points of damage. Comfortably did the more damage than anyone else on Outcaster's side. 1150 base experience, and of course you can see he fired 14 shots, 9 of them hit and 4 did splash damage, so only one shell missed, and I think that was one that just went a little bit wide, a bit of RNG, but he had some pretty good shots there. Made a comfortable profit of nearly 30,000 credits because he wasn't firing any premium ammunition, even though he was firing against tier 10 tanks. It was an absolute ripper game by Outcast from MI6 in his Lorraine 155 MLE 51, the tier 8 French artillery carrying a tier 10 game. I hope you've enjoyed this double shot of artillery clicking action. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you all next time.